What is up, guys? I'm back with another daily build video. This time it's an A+ build on a 2018 i8 Coupe by Fastlane. All right, let's go. Real quick before I get into the video, I stream every single week on Kick and YouTube, so catch me where it's convenient for you. You can ask me questions or just race with me. If you want to race with me, come to the streams. Just turn on notifications so you don't miss them. All right, let's get into this i8 Coupe. First thing I want to talk about is the stats. All right, the top speed is 175, the 0 to 60 is a 3.2, and then we've got a 527 horsepower with 540 foot-pounds of torque and 11.3 quarter mile. Those stats are actually pretty decent, especially the top speed in 0 to 60. It's very good for A+. Top speed for A+, you want to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 160 to 170, so anything more than that is good as well. I'm wondering if with this horsepower, can the car actually get to that top speed? We're going to find out as we take it on these two test races, and then I'll show you the full build. Let's go, dude. All right, first up, we've got Drifter's Delight. So my fastest time on this is a 150.46 with the RSR. I'm wondering how close I can get to that with this i8. It felt really good on the drive over to the meetup. So let's see how this goes, man. This is going to be interesting. All right, the launch is okay.
I'm feeling those hits.
It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Let's see. All right, that turn was okay. Almost dropped that 2-bar going into that turn. And then that turn was, again, just all right. I should have this 3 for this turn. Alright, I feel like I'm not perfect on these turns yet. Should get a 3 on that. Yes. We have a comp right here to get our 2. Oh, I crashed him and got a 3, bro. I'll take it. Oh, this is where this car shines, bro.
Patrol was in on the action too.
If I can get a 3 going into this one. Yes, sir. Just got to capture the speed. Only a 2 on this one, but I'll take it. This just accelerates with these 2 bars. It's super nice, bro. Should get a 3 on that. I got it. Oh, a lot of counter steer to try to get that one. 49, 50. Ooh, 51, dude. A 51 on a non-optimized run. Wow. Why are the wraps broken on the loading screens? Wow, dude. A 51.30 on a non-optimized run. This is like... Oh, man. That's really good, dude. It's really, really good. Wow. Okay, so if I were to sit here and grind this track, if I were to like really grind it and try to get the best time possible, this sub 50 is 100% possible with this car. I had a few mistakes that I really didn't like the way it turned out. The very first turn, I like to hit that checkpoint and cut across the grass with a 2 burst. I was kind of able to do it, but it wasn't perfect. And then the next turn after that, going up the hill, that very first really hard bank that I take the grass bank, usually I can get a 2 or 3 bar by making that turn, and then I can pop it and be doing like 90 or 100 by the time I come out of that grass. And I think I was at like 70. So there's a few little things I think I can do to get this under 50. That's actually really good. That is really, really good for a short track build. I wonder how this thing's gonna hold up on Windy City Sprint. Windy City Sprint is like the speed race. So anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get to the next test. All right, we got Skyline Sprint. I think I said Windy City Sprint earlier, but it's actually Skyline Sprint. So my fastest time on this is 148.97. And that was with the Polestar. We're definitely not going to hit that with this car. It doesn't have the top speed to do that, and this is a very straight course. So we'll see how it does. The acceleration is very good. And actually, these guys got a really nice start, so I'll be able to draft them for a pretty long time. I should get at least 2 off this car. Might get a 3. No, not gonna wait for them. We're just gonna hit the NOS and get going. Some of those cops are sketchy, man. They'll start doing this little dance where they don't know which way they're going, and it confuses you, and you just get messed up. See, it actually gets to top speed, which is nice, dude. Very, very nice. A lot of cars, you see the top speed stat, and then you know, you just don't even, you just never get there. It's like, why even put that in the game? But I guess it's because some cars are just built wrong. Like if you build it to where top speed is like one of your main priorities, you know, the power of the engine doesn't actually get you there, because the top speed is greatly affected by the gearbox that you put in it. If you put a bigger gearbox in it but you don't have enough power, the car's capable of hitting that top speed with that gear range, but it won't actually get there because the power's not there. So I guess that's why it is. I just answered my own question. All right, let's go, dude. I need 1 more bar. Thank you. Take it. See, we're already at 44, so we're not gonna hit that 148. A 55. So a 55 is pretty average for A plus. If you're in a lobby with a guy who has a build that's optimized for speed courses like that, you're gonna lose with a 55. However, a lot of people crash, and 55 can win or get second place, sometimes third, most of the time, especially if you can draft the people that have faster cars. So actually 55 is really not bad. I would say that this car is pretty well balanced, but definitely leaning in more of the short track way. I think on the community builds, I'm gonna change it to well balanced to make sure that people understand that this can be used pretty much everywhere. If you use this one car on A+, most likely you're gonna do okay, because it is very, very quick when it comes to those switchback turns. So anyway, I actually like this build. I really do. I'm super glad that it got sent in. Let's go ahead and show you the full build. All right, so for the engine, we're using the 369 horsepower, 1.5 liter inline 3 hybrid. That's the stock motor for the car. And then the parts, we've got Elite, all 4 engine parts. And then for the turbo, it's a single turbo Sport, which comes stock, and the Sport Nitrous also stock. For the chassis, we've got Elite road suspension, Super brakes, Elite grip tires, Super clutch, and then the 5-speed gearbox and the Elite differential. I don't know if you'll need the Elite differential, because if you reduce it even to the Sport diff, you can get the 100% grip out of the Sport diff, save you about $18,000. But this build was submitted with the Elite diff, so that's what's in it now. The auxiliaries are Nitrous drift and Nitrous grip. And then let me show you the handling. 100% grip for the handling slider, +5 on the steering sensitivity, +5 on the downforce, traction is off, and drift entry is on brake tab. This actually was submitted with the drift entry on off, so they don't like to drift at all. However, your times will be faster if you learn how to micro drift, and you have to have a drift entry on in order to micro drift. You also need a drift entry on in order to keep your burst alive for the next corner. So let's say you grip a corner, you full grip it, and you get a 2-bar burst. If you want to use that burst through the next corner, you need to have a drift entry on, because you need to be able to chirp your tires in order to keep it going, or do a tiny little drift in order to keep it going. So I have drift entry on brake tap, but just for the record, it was submitted with drift entry off. I'm going to change it to brake tabs. I recommend having brake tap on, so I'll change that on the sheet. Anyway, thank you so much to Fastlane for submitting this, and I will catch you guys on tomorrow's daily build. Trigger out.